that's the furthest thing from how I feel, but I'm too proud to open up.
Oh, lately I've been tripping, guess I'm running out of feelings. Yeah, lately I've been tripping, family friends they think I'm slipping. Or definitely on prescription, or the liquor that he's sipping. Depression got me swimming, no, it's a drowning feeling. Shit, I ain't feeling love, guess I'm fucking more women. I ain't had a father, I neglect my own children. I've been feeling bitter cause, bitch, I'm in my feelings. Tears to the ceiling, oh, it's a second feeling. Got kings I've been missing, got ghosts I've been... Yo, what's up? It's your main man, Vigilante, here at VigalantyWorld, and I'm back with another reaction, and I decided to take my black ass back to your boy, NF. One of the titles I've seen, I'm a title person. If I see a title and stick out, and especially NF being the type of artist he is, he likes to put like a lot of like mysterious shit out there. It's like a puzzle. It's almost like a configuration he wants you to find out and be intrigued by. So Happy definitely sticks out to me, right? So that's stuck out to me. So I figure I'd do that. But before we do that, why don't you like, comment, subscribe, building back up the channel. The numbers are going back up. Appreciate you for checking in with me. And without further ado, NF Happy. Hope you've been enjoying the reactions, yo. Appreciate y'all for real, for real. Let's go.
Dear God, please hear me out. I know it's been a couple years since I've reached out and said hello. I bet you're wondering why I keep obsessing on and stressing all the little things when I should be living life and soaking up the memory. I know I've been selfish, I have no excuse to give you, it's true. Hanging by a thread's how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Yeah.
Whoa, who I'd be if I was happy. Yo, he said a lot in all those lines, and it's like we're getting this, you know. First of all, when he talks back to God and he says, hello God, you know, I know you've been wondering where I'm at. Sometimes I look at how when we keep a constant open like line with God, that if he is God, and it's like, you put it this way, if we're in a relationship, right, and I only called you when I needed you, it was never just in the good times, it was never just to check up on you, and how would you feel? You would be used, but God wants to be used, but use me, but don't use me. Can you say good morning to me when you wake up, knowing I put breath in your life? Could you be thankful for that? Could you find the happiness in just a little? Then you have to ask yourself, what am I doing to bring happiness in my own life? And I look at the little girl who's being neglected. She's taking care of herself. She's trying to take care of her mom, and she just sleeping the day away. And it's crazy when we in that when we are in that position, yo, we become our own best damn lawyers. And we have every excuse in the book of why we ain't doing, why we ain't moving. It's because of who this and who, but it's never because, no, I'm leaving, I'm putting myself in here. No, I've sat my and not did anything. I got an excuse to do this. I got an excuse to get belligerent. I have an excuse. Because what happened to me so long ago. But what about now? What's happening now? What are you doing about now? What are you doing about your happiness? Do you want to be happy? Do you think you're deserving of it? Or do you still point the finger at yourself and say, I'm unworthy of it? I'm meant to suffer. Some people feel like they meant to suffer, and you're not meant to suffer. If you could just give that over. You know what I mean? Like, just walk in, because all you're doing is basically like just reflecting your own depression, and it's like you're you're drowning yourself. Like you're drowning your own misery, you're drowning your own sorrow, and you're giving yourself every reason of why you should stay down, and you're not giving yourself of one reason of why you should get up.
Way so long, it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got some issues that I won't address. I got some baggage I ain't open yet. I got some demons I should put to rest. I got some traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding. Some family members I don't really connect with. Some things I said I was.
And look at what he's talking about. People, things I need to do, things I need to people I need to get, phone calls I'm not picking up. You start to separate yourself. So just like, kind of like the Bible says, the scripture that says that Satan walks around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And when something gets devoured, it's a process to how it devours. Starts in your mind, then it goes to your perception, then how you feel about you, then you staying away from people that love you, trying to reach out to you. You looking at the reach out as you're trying to control my life, and they ain't really. They just seeing the real you fading away just as fast, and they're trying to reach out for it, but you take the reach out as you exclude me. Well, it's this battle in your mind, yo, and he is seeking that person so he can slowly devour. That's why God said, "I will leave 99 to go find one," because you can't do it on your own. You can't do it on your own. You can't lean on your own understanding, because not even you understand it. So how you gonna go to yourself for understanding? Hey, I don't understand that. Let me ask myself. Like for real, let's be honest about this, man. I could talk about this with tears in my eyes because I've been in that. Like, he is writing a lot of people's lives. This is my life right here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, things that you want to put off and you don't want to pay attention to. You don't want to pick up your own cross. You don't want to say, no, I did that. No, I had a bad attitude. No, I didn't want to be a team player. My delivery was bad with my son. My delivery was bad with my daughter. My delivery was bad with my father. My delivery to my mother was bad. I could have came off better. I could have fixed my tone. I could have been the best me. I could have took the higher road. You could have did that. That's a decision that you could have made. But now that it's happened. Now what we're going to do now? Now with this new information and this new wisdom, because you've experienced it, now it's time for you to use it as a wisdom. Not a woe, not an anchor for you to stop, but a launch pad for you to propel, for you to go. Your digression is your progression. The further I pull back this arrow, the further it's going to go. And you felt like you've been holding back yourself, but this is the time to move forward. This is the time to see what you don't really see in your human eyes, but telling God, like, God, show me with heaven's eyes. Show me with heaven's eyes. Like living blindly on faith. I don't know where you got me going, but I trust you. Though he slay me, yet still I trust you. But when are you going to stop slaying yourself?
So would it not let slip some hurtful words that never should have. I don't traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding. Some family members I don't really connect with. Some things I said I wish I would it not let slip. Some hurtful words that never should have left my lips. Some bridges burned, I'm not ready to rebuild yet. Some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange, I know, but
I'm the first to admit I'm a lonely soul. I'm the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Damn, yo. And you know what that is? You know what that is, yo? That's pride, yo. That's pride, yo. It's truly is like you hurt so bad, dude. Like, you put up this facade and you put up this anger, and you're so angry with yourself inside, but you're really like crumbling inside. And just God is like the truest like rebuilder. He will take the pieces. He will like truly like put it back together. But you just gotta take your hand off the steering wheel. If you say you trust him, man, you trust him. If you say you prayed for it, have an expectation of it. There's a scripture that says if you ask God for anything who is more than willing to give, then you should have an expectation for it. But he says if you don't expect it, but if you doubt it, then don't expect it. It says if you doubt it, then don't expect it. For you are a wavering person. Waving, your mind is like a wave going back and forth. God, I trust you, but let me be the backup just in case you don't come through. God, I trust you, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and, micromanage the situation. Just in case you're too busy. How big is God to you? How big is God to you will be the biggest steps that you take in your life, how you see it. If you feel that he could pull you out of that addiction, if you feel that he could pull you out out of your mind of where you at, how you feel trapped, how you've burnt bridges. If you feel he could build those bridges, then he can. He can. He truly can. But it's gonna take you just saying, like, let go. Like, so, and sometimes, like, truthfully, some of our loved ones have to be so low that when they're so low that when they're looking up, they're still looking down. They have to hit that rock bottom. But if you could stop before you hit that rock bottom, you would save yourself a whole lot of time. Like he said, you could spend more time making memories, man. Spend more time making memories, the shit that you've gone through. Why you can't put that time into a kid who's gone through it and let them know, yo, you could do this. Knowing that your words and what God has put you through is meant to manifest in somebody else's life to like truly help them. Like, can you know what I'm saying? Like, your story is so much bigger than that.
I feel most at home when I'm ready to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange, I know, but I feel most at home when I'm living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Don't know what's around the bend, don't know what my future is, but I can't keep on living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting.
God, oh my God. So she made a wish that her mother would be happy. So I'm guessing this is gonna be the flip around. That's what I'm picturing.
Like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. If I was happy. If I was happy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo. Wait. So she was the little girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo. This. Wow. Yo.
If I was happy. If I was happy.
Oh my God, yo, that, woo, listen, I could feel such, oh my God. So that was her. She was basically running from her. She used to take care of her mom. She hadn't forgiven her mom, and she looked at, like, she hadn't forgiven her mom, like, and she reminisces about the time they had and hold on to, like, yo, my happiness is just, I don't just go and talk to her. A lot of us won't, man. A lot of us ain't talking to our parents because of what they did. But I just ask you to, if you got a parent, man, and they have been reaching out to you and they have been trying to contact you and they've been trying to build that bridge with them, can you forgive like you never got betrayed? Can you say, I was once that person? I've done some things to people that I regret doing, and I hope that they forgive me of that. And can I forgive the next person of that? Because that forgiveness, that forgiveness, yo, is the same forgiveness that Jesus is standing in the place for you to forgive. You know, people overlook that the Bible commands you to love. It says, how can you hate your brother whom you've seen and say you love me and you've never seen me? some family members that have, done things with us, done things to us, and just really destroyed who we were, and we were still hurt by it. We can envision that place right now and start breaking down in tears and relive that moment. But I challenge you to ask God to free you from that moment. I challenge you to ask God to put you in touch with people, but you will run into people that have gone through the same thing that you've gone through, and you're able to shed a little light on your experience because you're here. Can you forgive? Can you move on into better, knowing that you're not doing it for the person, but you're doing it for yourself? God, how many times we may forgive people? You know what I'm saying? He said 70 times 7. He said, oh Lord, give us faith. Knowing that, it's going to take some faith. But God says, I will give you peace beyond all understanding. It's people that are going through things, and you would think that have lost children and then that have been in very dark places, and God has given them peace beyond understanding. And you wouldn't understand about being in those shoes, but somehow God has given them peace beyond understanding. God has given me peace beyond understanding. I have many things that I could say, sit here, and I'll break down, and if I let it take control of me, it would crumble everything around me, because I would only focus on the negative, but I could focus on the positive. Man, he gave me a new day. Man, I'm seeing another light. Man, I have the opportunity to actually create the domino effect. I have the opportunity to actually be happy, but you have to make something happen. You sitting down and being home on the couch and watching the reruns and just watch your life just pass you by. You are only existing. You're not even living. You have things about you that he has put into you, that he says that he is invested in you. It's an investment that he put in you. When are you going to work that investment? When are you going to work that investment? When are you going to actually cash in on who he's created you to be? Knowing that, stop reliving your past. Yeah, it happened, but it's just like all things work together for good for those that, that love the Lord. And it's almost like when you think about Joseph, Joseph got betrayed by his brothers, okay? And told his father, I don't know if you know the story, but I'll tell you the story real quick. Hope I'm not wasting your time. I don't think I'm wasting your time, but whoever listening, it won't be wasting your time. But anyway, Joseph get betrayed by his 11 brothers. And they thought about killing him, so they said, "No, we don't kill him." And they threw him in a ditch, and they said, "Nah, you know what? We're gonna sell him into slavery." So they sold him into slavery. They went back to their father, told him they got eaten by a lion, right? And they put all his blood on his coat that he had, and his father think that his last son is dead. David gets sold into slavery. After David gets sold into slavery, he goes, works for this guy. As he works for this guy, this guy's wife tries to sleep with him. But David's an honorable man. He doesn't sleep with his wife. And when he doesn't sleep with his wife, the wife takes David's cloth and says that she was raped by Joseph. I'm saying not David, but Joseph. By Joseph. And Joseph goes to prison. But Joseph always had, even though he was a slave and all this other stuff, he always showed the best of him. So the soldiers had remembered him. And when he was in prison, a man had a dream. And when he had the dream, David discerned the dream and told him that, you'll be freed tomorrow. Another man had a dream, and he said, "Oh, my friend, you're going to be put to death tomorrow." So the Pharaoh had a dream, and the soldier said, "Hey, yo, man, this is prisoner that's down there that discerns these dreams." So David, fast forward, tells him, "Do not, somebody's trying to poison you." And he finds out somebody's trying to poison him, so he tells his right-hand man. His right-hand man brings him, like, some wine, and he tells him, "Drink from the wine." He said, "Oh, the wine's not worthy for me." So he commands him to drink from the wine, and come to find out, his right-hand man tried to poison him. So the Pharaoh brings up David and makes him his right-hand man. Long story short, David becomes the second most powerful man in the world. Talk about that, from being portrayed to in the world. There's a famine in Egypt. So his brothers got to come to Egypt. This is years later. They think his brother dead already. Years later, they come to Egypt. They looking for grain and wheat or whatever like that. They don't even recognize Joseph. They right in front of Joseph. And Joseph talking Egyptian, and whatever. So either way, when he reveals himself to them, the Bible said they feared him, because they feared. A lot of times people fear what you might do because they know they did you so wrong. But David says this to them. He said, "Fear not, brother, for the bad you intended for me, God intended for good. For the bad you intended for me, God intended for good." David was in a position to kill his brothers, seek revenge, and everything. He was in position. But to see the big picture, that the position I got put in was to position me for the position I was meant to be in. Capitalize on everything, because then he was able to feed his family, and he forgave his brothers. So my thing to you is, all things work together for good. All the bad that ever happened to you, God will use it for good to help tend 10 to 100, 1,000. You never know that your story can change somebody's life. Take a look at NF. His story has changed people's many lives, and he's telling it to you live and real. What will your story do? Has God has created? What will it do? What domino effect will it create? But yo, awesome song, beautiful song. I'm pretty sure some of y'all cried to this. I'm pretty sure it's probably one of your favorite songs. But be happy. In order to be happy, you got to make something happen. Make it happen. Take on the world because you can, and be good because you're good at it. Until next time, it's Vigalanty, baby. Signing off. Be blessed and peace, love. Till next time. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy, and check out my music.